Dear Psykill, are you a fan of westerns? I intend to find all so-called popular entertainment produced on Earth to be mindless drivel, although not all of my troops feel so inclined. Loco in particular enjoys the genre. Perhaps that is what prompted him to volunteer to track the Robo Rebels to a dude ranch in Utah. You see, Matt, Nick, and AJ were enjoying a vacation, showing off parts of Earth's history to the Robo Rebels on their very first visit to Earth. Their trip to the Los Jovenes dude ranch in particular was a big hit. Razor in particular responded to the imagery and iconography of the American West. The elderly proprietor, Juan, was friendly and seemed almost blasé about the presence of alien cyborgs on his ranch. The youthful staff, Billy, David, Janie, Jess, and Anne, were more excited but still more than a little off, and Nick kept musing that they seemed oddly familiar. Little did the Guardians know. The ranch they were on held a great secret. Soon, the irreverent Super Cooper traversed a roped-off area he wasn't supposed to be in, and discovered that the staff of the ranch was, in fact, many of the legends of the frontier. Billy was Wild Bill Hickok, David was Davy Crockett, Janie was Calamity Jane, Jess was Jesse James, Anne was Annie Oakley, Juan was none other than the 14th century explorer Ponce de Leon. It seems the ranch was built upon the mystical structure known as the Fountain of Youth. In his youth, Ponce de Leon discovered the artifact and altered the history books to keep the fountain's true location a secret, almost 2,000 miles northwest of where it purported to lie. At first, the 19th century legends were nervous to be discovered, but the Guardians assured them that they could keep a secret. Unfortunately for them, they were not alone. Loco had witnessed the whole thing. He tracked Juan back to the fountain, and when he was alone, pumped the water into a tanker car and carted it all away by rail to the nearby Renegade listening post. Once inside, he and Van Train distilled the fountain's water down to its essence, a powerful anti-chronoton agglutination that could freeze a GoBot's body in time, making him immune to all damage. Meanwhile, Janie was starting to show signs of aging and went to the fountain, accompanied by AJ. She was horrified to find the fountain dried up, for it meant she would have only days to live. AJ noticed GoBot-sized tracks in the dirt, and they tracked it to a nearby rail spur. Realizing that Loco was the culprit, they returned to Los Jovenes, and the Robo Rebels vowed to restore the fountain. They attacked our listening post, only to be easily trounced by Loco. Their blasters bounced off his armor, completely ineffectually. The cowards retreated back to Los Jovenes, licking their wounds, although Razor and Super Cooper had to drag Bent Wing, who refused to yield despite her completely ineffectual weapons. Loco laughed and said that he was going to destroy the Robo Rebels as proof that he was the most powerful renegade and should be part of my core team, not Crasher. Van Train asked if he could take the anti-chronoton agglutination, but Loco was jealous and would not share his advantage, even with a fellow rail engine. He locked up the agglutination, then went to Los Jovenes, intent on finishing the job. Despite their age, the ranch hands were among the best cowboys and outlaws in history, and vulnerable though Loco was, He hadn't counted on the various pits, rock traps, and painted wooden guardians the lots of them had to raid against him. Davy Crockett and Wild Bill Hickok ran things around my train-brained minion. Loco couldn't smash the guardians he couldn't catch. Super Cooper and Tailpipe, along with Jesse James and Calamity Jane, used the distraction to the listening post. Super Cooper and Jesse James disabled Vane Train. Calamity Jane cracked the lock, and Tailpipe reversed the formula, restoring the concentrated antichronotons to their liquid form. They radioed back to the ranch to share the good news. Loco was pretty steamed by this point, so when Razor stepped out and challenged him to an old-fashioned duel, he quickly accepted, thinking himself invulnerable. He was shocked when not only was Razor quicker on the draw, but the blow struck home and disabled him, allowing Vince Wing and Annie Oakley to hogtie him. Fortunately for me, Vane Train was able to recover and rescue the humiliated Loco, though our listening post was hopelessly compromised. With the fountain restored, things returned to normal at Los Jovenes. The Unicom humans promised not to file reports, and the Robo Rebels likewise promised to keep this adventure off the books. Besides, quipped Matt, they wouldn't believe us if we told them. That got a good laugh from all assembled.